Recently, I have been going through just a lot of tests. I feel like, there's people out there who are going through the same thing as me, but there's people out there who may be going through this and they may not see what it actually is. I just really want to enlighten people out there. So recently in my life, I have been feeling like I have been being tested. I honestly feel like the best way to explain how I feel right now is that I am operating from my higher self. Like, have you ever manifested something or just really looked forward to something and you feel that it's coming? But sometimes our body and mind has to begin to align with that in order for it to come through. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like mentally and spiritually and just every way, every single way there is possible, I have been leveling up and preparing myself so unconsciously that it's coming into my conscious awareness, if you catch my drift. But that's what I'm explaining. It's like something is awaiting, and it's awaiting so much that I can't even ignore it because the things that have been happening to me recently are just crazy. Mind you, I kind of lost my voice because your girl was having a fun day the other day, so don't mind that. But I just kind of want to talk about, like symptoms that you are about to shift into your highest timeline in reality, because I'm currently going through that. So number one is you feel very tired and sluggish. I kind of got past this phase in a way because I don't know, just about a month ago there was a time period where all this other stuff is going on, but I noticed that it was just so hard for me to get up all of a sudden because there was some changes going on in my life. So especially if something in your life has happened that really shifted your perspective, like for example, you may be waiting to move, or you just got out of a relationship, you just got out of a friendship, or just something along those lines. Like if something is leaving you open to all possibilities, like something like that, then there's gonna be this moment where your body kind of goes into shock and your mind becomes open to all the possibilities as well, which hence I feel like it really takes our nervous systems and unconscious mind into a little bit of awareness, and we start to become aware of just more things. And a symptom of that will be feeling sluggish or maybe even tired. And it's not because you're lazy, it's actually because your body and your nervous system is healing and just opening itself up to different ideas and different things. Like really, you're actually aligning with whatever is next. It's like you're open to the possibility of the next step. So yeah, there's gonna be some uncertainty there, but you really just gotta really listen to your intuition, because the synchronicities are gonna be coming in. Like, you're gonna be getting thoughts that you may have had before. Like for example, it could be a business, it could be anything, but these thoughts are gonna start coming back. Like thoughts or things that you feel like you've been wanting to do are probably gonna come back around this time, because the universe is opening up to you, the divine is opening up to you and saying, hey, this is your chance. Your brain is already kind of open to change and the possibility of breaking your routine. It's really just your nervous system healing. And I had to realize that because I feel like I was so comfortable where I was that when something changed, I was awaiting, I still am kind of awaiting the next step. I felt really sluggish and tired, and I'm thinking like, what's wrong with me? But then I remembered it's just because I'm actually in a way opening up to the divine. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, again, like I said, also you will probably get a lot of synchronicities or just aligned thoughts and coincidences. For example, you may be all of a sudden getting ideas, like very creative ideas and nudges to do things that you have either thought of before, or just things that really resonate with you at a soul level. And I'm telling you, this is just God, this is just the divine telling you like, hey, this is your chance and opportunity to really use your brain power for what it is that you actually want to do. Okay, actually want to do. I'm not saying like what you were settling with before, when you were comfortable. I'm saying as you're in this discomfort, you're kind of nudged and pushed into the endless possibilities and endless realities, and you have to take advantage of that. Also, I noticed I would get videos and things on my phone that really were just speaking to me. Like literally, I would get like tarot videos and stuff. I would get freaking videos on my phone that's telling me like, hey, listen to yourself, or what's that idea you've been having? Or I would just see somebody doing something that I wanted to do in the back of my mind, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what the heck, I need to do this. Another thing that I personally have went through as I've been going through like this crazy shift slash breakthrough, I would say it is, I was basically forced into isolation. Honestly, I should have kept this as the first thing, but you know, we're making our way there. I feel like moments like this, when you're going through a change and you're opening to new ideas, this is where the real test comes in, okay? And then you end up isolated. Honestly, it really just gave me time to think, and it gave me time to really reflect on, you know, who I had in my life and all of this. Like, I ended up losing friends that I had for years, like people I really thought were my best friends, things like that, you know. And it could be something different. Like, you may be going through a breakup, you may be going through the same thing as me, which is friends, but I thought they were going to be in my life my whole life. So that was another thing that really pushed me into just realizing how stuck and comfortable I was in one life. You know what I'm saying? Like, one idea of my life. Like, I thought that was going to be my life, you know? But the fact that I was pushed into isolation, I got time to think for myself and all these other things. I just feel like the main thing that you have to know when you're going through a breakthrough and shift is that there's two ways you can go about it, okay? You can either take all of this with the mindset of, oh my gosh, the world hates me, or you can completely see this as a opportunity for you to really chase what it is you want and really go after what you want. That's really what that is. You just have to start looking at it that way. Like, nothing is happening to you, everything is actually happening for you in this moment. And that is the biggest shift that you have to make, not only energetically but also mentally. Because even right now, y'all, I could have been depressed, I could have been sad, like I could be boohoo crying. Like, I took it and used it for my benefit. I used people exiting my life as something for my highest good, because you never know what those people were actually bringing into your life. So it's like, you just gotta trust the divine, trust God, trust whatever it is that you believe in, trust the higher power, because there's really things orchestrating our lives that we cannot see, you know. Majority of it is thought, but it's also like definitely divine. You're gonna keep getting intuitive nudges to just really look into things and really consider your life and really take a big look at your life and see if you're actually happy with the results. My main message here is to remind you that if you're going through something similar, don't take it as the world is working against you. Take it as the world is working for you, because really it is. Really it is. You have to really take a look at your life and those people that left and all this other stuff and really say, you know what, like, was that actually benefiting me? And honestly, I feel like when we're alone, we actually have time to think about stuff like that. Like, when people are in your life, you just kind of leave them there because they're already there. But like, once you have nothing, you're open to everything, you know? Like, things are very limited when we have selected people in our lives. That's my best way to describe it. You know, it's like you only get a certain amount of outlooks, when really that outlook may not even be the outlook that you need for your life. Hopefully you guys got something out of this, and if you did, make sure to comment below, let me know what you guys think. All my spiritual works and things will be in the link of my bio. I currently offer a free money subliminal, just in case you guys want to get a feel for my energy. I like to offer that just in case, you know, you want to dive deeper and work with me in the future. But yeah, I also have a how to manifest guide, all type of things. Just click the link in my bio, check me out. Thank you so much for watching and coming to my channel.